right, Stabler back. Looking, going to France, wide open. Touchdown Raiders! Branch committed highway robbery without a gun.
All right, what's up, guys? It's OG Jack Daniel from the Chronicles of the Black Hole. Tonight we're hanging out and doing welcome to Grandpa's Outhouse, and lots of stuff going on today. Lots of stuff going on. So let's see. First of all, let me check and see who's in chat. All right, John Johnson, hey OG Daniels, hope all is well. We extended Max Crosby 4 years, $98 million, and $53 million of it guaranteed today. Yep. And Deshaun Watson cleared of all criminal charges, and DJ Chark flew to Las Vegas. Yeah, lots of stuff to talk about today. Lots of stuff. But then by the time we're done, but there's more. Let's see what else we got in here. We got Richard. Hey, Richard, what's up, bro? All right. And Benjamin, hey, how you doing, man? Welcome in. And just want to get a few people in here and talk about stuff, hang out for a little bit. Raiders news is still going on like crazy, like Sean just said. That Max Crosby's extension, which good. He needs to be a Raider for life, for real. Like Max Crosby should stay with us. Looks like he's going to be one of the highest paid defenders in the NFL now. Let's see, Fat Trent Brown need to stop Mac. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, nothing's official yet. We haven't gotten him, but he didn't like playing for Gruden apparently. But these guys he's used to, this is who he's played with. So you never know. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Hey, what's good? It's good, man. What's good? There's rumors about Trent Brown now, like crazy. I don't know what's going on with that. There's let's say I guess we're getting rid of Corey Littleton and cutting some cap, creating more cap for ourselves. I'm sure there's still negotiations with other players to help build that cap up for us, build it up, and then we can go shopping for quality. We don't need superstars. If we don't get any splash players, don't be surprised. Okay. These guys are known for just picking up players that are good, functional, underrated, and they don't spend a lot of money on them. And that's good. It just gives us more depth and everything else, what we've needed. Let's see. We have 50 million in cap space, but can only use or like 39 million at the moment. Only use 39 million at the moment. Right. For now. But I think as the next few days go on, that cap will probably go up a little bit. And Monday is tampering day, I guess. That's when we can start really getting aggressive on it. There's teams out there, I'm going to tell you right now, that have been asking for Derek Carr, offering all kinds of crazy stuff, and they need to stop. Not going to happen. Well, shouldn't happen. Or because there's nobody to replace him when there's no quarterbacks out there. What do you want, Mitch Trubisky? Okay, we need to stop trying to think about Deshaun Watson. It's going to hurt more than anything. I'm going to tell you right now, I know how the Davis family is, man. Anything involving, hurting women or this kind of stuff, and even paying them off is still illegal and he can still be suspended by the NFL for that. So it's, I don't see it. I don't see that happening, Hey, salute, Michael. How you doing, brother? Good to see you in here, man. But yeah, like I said, let's see, who do I want? Free agency next week? There's a lot of guys I want next week. I'd like to have Morgan Moses. I'd like to have like to get Chark. I'd like to get or oh shoot, what's that other guy who's friends with Carr? Forget his name every day. I talked about it last night. That's weird. Let's see. The another receiver that we could get our hands on, who's coming up in free agency. Him and Carr are also friends. Um, so I mean, again, there's a lot of people out there. Um, there's going to be a lot of options for us. So again, well, here, let me put this in the chat and see if anybody wants to come in and talk about it. There we go. All right, so let's see. Yeah, Cook. Thank you. It's Cook. Yeah, Carr's friends with him also. I mean, there's also we can pick up for the Bears. Uh, so many names I've been reading today. You guys know what I'm talking about. But it'll come back to me in a minute. Yannick restructure would free up $7 million cap and extend Carr free up $19 million. It's a $26 million more right now on top of the 29 or 39 that we can spend. 65 mil. That'd be great, man. That would be great. And yeah, Robinson. That's it. It was Robinson. Don't know why that's blanked on that. So yeah, Cook or Robinson, Chark. Yeah, Richard. There's a lot of good ones. A lot of good ones out there. Hey, salute, Pyro. How you doing, man? But yeah, so there's a lot of people that are available, a lot of good people, and how do I put that? Hold on, there it is. Okay, I got the link in the chat right now. Anybody wants to come in, come hang out. That'd be cool. Be fun. Because it's more fun when I get to talk to somebody in here, even if it's one person, because then we can interact. One person would be great, just so we can talk and interact with the chat. That'd be awesome. We got beers and blunts. Hey, salute, man. Cheers. Cheers. Got you covered there. See, OG, did you see Patrick Graham and Mick Lombard? No, I saved it. I didn't get to watch it yet. So, but yeah, I was gonna watch that later on or tomorrow. Let's see. I think get Chark and get Pickens. That would be my move. Okay, all right. Everybody's yeah. I mean, there's so many combinations of good moves out there. I'm sure that we're gonna handle it just great. Oh, let's see. Oh, Just Win Baby Podcast official. Hey, how you doing, man? Let's see. Oh, gee. Oh, hey. Oh, how's it going? Um, so I'm like I said, there's so many combinations, so many good players out there that we could have. That would be, that'd be fun. This is going to be fun. This coming week is going to get crazy. Uh, Hunter Waller are getting extended. Yep. And yeah, let's see what happens with that. I mean, I know they should be getting some money. They should be getting paid. They should be paid. Renfro should be paid more than anybody on his team because he's so clutch. He's so consistent. Um, Raider Ben. Oh, okay, man. Hey, bro, how's it going? Okay. Oh, let's see. Just rebranded my channel. OG, I get it. Yeah, if you go over to Raider Ben's channel, I guess it's Just Win Baby Podcast on YouTube, and uh, guy's fun to hang out with, man. Great guy to hang out with. OG, you'd love to join, but I'm at work. Oh, hey, no problem, Richard. I don't want to get you fired or anything. But, yeah, that's cool. Anybody who wants to come in can come in. I put the link in the chat. I'll put it in again. Anybody wants to join me, just to hang out, shoot the shit, and wow, spinning. Okay, great. There it is. Just put the link in. Anybody wants to come in and hang out for a bit? Come on in, man. I love talking to people, in here. Whoa, okay. Let's see. Okay. Doc's made a good point. DJ Chark doesn't have the money to take a private jet into Vegas with his girl. And in the Instagram, Doc's posted towards the end, DJ Chark was looking out the window towards the stadium. Yeah, I saw that video, man. I was like that. I saw the video and I was like, okay, but hey, no problem, man. No problem, bro. You know what? Yeah, I go to your channel. Let's see. I go to his channel. I do. Let's see. Waller's still on his contract, so we could wait. Yeah, we could wait, or we could restructure and pay him. I think they're probably going to wait till after this year and then put it on his back and let's see if he can do it. Because last year there was injury. He was out for an extended amount of time. So they're going to take all that stuff into consideration. That's what those guys do. They're pros. I'm not. I'm waiting for a movie to start. I'm at the theater, and or I would pull up OG Batman tonight with the wife and kids. Awesome, man. That's cool, man. And family time is important time. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah, facts, Sean. Let's see. Starting Monday, a lot of news will start flying. It's already flying. Oh, yeah, it's going to get crazy Monday. Right now, that's when the tampering can begin, and it's going to be all kinds of deals are going to be done for all the teams in the NFL. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, family time is all that. Let's see. What is that? I don't know emoji. And my eyes aren't good either. Shoot. Um, but wow, did I fall off for a minute, guys? Did I freeze or something? Let's see. Raiders. Oh, Sean, Raiders rumors. The Raiders are rumored to have interest in linebacker Devondre Campbell ahead of free agency. Yeah, I heard something like that too. It's a rumor, but I heard that. I mean, I've heard that we've got interest in a couple of people. Oh, it's fist bumps. Got it. Okay. I don't. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know. Oh, okay. 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 But yeah, the rumors are flying. The rumors are always going to be flying now. Yeah, froze for a few seconds. Yeah, I saw the thing spinning, and I'm like, uh-oh. But yeah, the rumors are going to be crazy. But this week Monday is going to be insane. Like all kinds of new information compiling in. Like everybody's going to be doing breaking news, like crazy. Hey, Raider Nagel, long time no see. Hey, man, how you doing, brother? Um, yeah, we're. I'm looking forward to Monday, but I have a feeling Monday is going to be a little bit overwhelming. This whole week, it's just like, who got signed, that kind of stuff. Hey, Michael Guerrero, salute Pyro. Salute Guerrero. Okay, man. Let's see here. I'm just trying to keep up with you guys. Let's see. I think I think we're gonna be strongly looking at JC Jackson. Sound realistic? Ties to McDaniels and Ziegler. So does Trent Brown. I mean, yeah, these guys are. I don't think these guys are going to let anything slip by without talking to anybody. You know what I mean? And there's going to be people flying in and out of Vegas like crazy over the next week, and I look forward to that. Man, free agency is always a fun time. That's when we figure out after free agency, we have all the information we need to figure out. Okay, now let's look at who we need in the draft. Once you get your free agency pieces, you're like, oh yeah, we don't need that no more, or we don't need that no more, or hey, we still didn't address this. Um, I hope we adjust the offensive line in free agency and a wide receiver. I wouldn't mind Van Noy coming over. That'd be nice too. And my cat's losing his mind. Hey, can you put that cat out? Anyway, but yeah, I you know what? Yeah, let me tell you what, Benjamin. I know Trent Brown left here on bad terms. I don't think he liked playing for the coaching staff that was here. He does like playing for the coaching staff that's here now. And when he's healthy and he's on the field, he's a big help. I can let stuff go, and he just let him make sure he has plenty of fruit roll-ups in the locker room. That's all. Did you see the interview with Waller? Did say, that's what I meant. He wants to put the team on his back. All right, let's see what he can do. And then next year they might give him a big extension. You know what I mean? Mac's press conference was emotional. You can tell he want to be a Raider for life. Yeah, he does. You can, yeah. Dude went and got a tattoo of Raider for life before he even won his first snap in the NFL, bro. Yeah, that dude wants to be a Raider for sure. I love it. He comes from a small school, 2 years sober today, and he gets this big extension. He deserved it, man. He earned that bag. So, you know, no, I think they're probably going to wait on Waller maybe a year and then give him an extension early if he goes out there and does what he said he wants done, where he wants that ball more. He wants not doing it out of ego. He wants to help the team. And I like that. Not like that. What's his name? Wrote that book. Give me the damn ball. He kept saying, "Give me the damn ball." Receiver, old school. He's a sportscaster now. Man, I'm getting bad with names, dude. I think I'm going to see now. Because tomorrow I'll be sharp as hell. Tonight was scrambling, so yeah, my head's all with the names and shit. Why can't I remember that name? I know it any other day. I took on too much today, so it's like. So anyway, I put the link in the chat. Anybody wants to come in and hang out with me, man. I hate hearing my own voice only. I like it there with other people interacting. If you can, come on in. I know that we're gonna have a lot of action happening this week, and I'm gonna have to be sharp. But today was kind of a scramble, and dinner was even a scramble, and I didn't have enough burners for everything I was making, so it was like. So anyway, let's see. Don't worry, I do the same thing at work, brother. Yeah, I see. Yeah, no, I just like if I overwhelm myself sometime during the day, at night it's like I'm mentally useless. Tomorrow I'm just I don't know. I'll make something like friggin' hot dogs just so I don't have all remember these names I'm talking about. But so yeah, like I said, Waller, that interview with Waller was really good. I liked it. It wasn't an ego thing. It was I want to help the team. I'm going to speak up about it more. Because he's always been like, because of the program he's in, he's step back, listen, don't talk as much, don't offer up too much. And he started to understand that, it's not going to be good for me. I have to be able to say something. So I think that's what that was about, him just coming to grips with, being more verbal. Let's see. Thoughts on paying Aaron Armstrong and moving Miller to right tackle? I know there's a lot to moving a position, but that would shore up our offensive line. I don't know about that. I think what we ought to do is just get a player that plays that position, get him in there, and just get him where we need him, and get someone who's serviceable. Good. Just got to be good. Doesn't have to be a superstar. Oh, let's see. Oh, crap. You live, my brother. Just popped off Wasted channel. Salute. Hey, how's it going, Jack? Yeah, man. I just started about 15, 20 minutes ago. That's it, man. You didn't miss much. Just me rambling and forgetting people's names. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Hey, yeah, Jack. Salute, Jack. Jack Kenna. The program numbers. What? Yeah. The program humbles you. Yeah. And now he's saying, okay, I want to carry more. I want them to exhaust me. Just use me up on that field. Good. Let's do it. You see the Raiders getting 2 wide receivers next week. I think possible. Anything's possible at this point. I know we got to definitely get one. We definitely got to get one. We can always put another one and get one from the draft. But if we got two next week and they're good, we're deadly. We're deadly. Aren't you stoked with the Mad Max extension? I'm fired up. Oh yeah, absolutely. We were just talking about that a minute ago. Yeah, Max deserved that. Morgan Moses or Illuminar for right tackle. Well, here's the thing. He's been sitting there not used, and these guys used him before when he was at the Patriots. Illuminor might get in there. They might not even mess with it. They might just move a little. If we don't address that in free agency, plan on Illuminor getting thrown in there. Okay. Yeah, Richard, salute, brother. Hey, Jack. Okay. Let's see, Richard. Jack, was good meeting you the other day. It's nice meeting everybody. Wish someone would come out and meet me tonight. Nice, you too. I'm gonna put this link in here and see if someone can pop in. That'd be great. Let's see. Hope I didn't sound like an idiot the other day. Shit, I hope I don't sound like an idiot today, bro. Just kidding, man. I know. Yeah. Nah, man. Let's see. Dirty Low. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, man. The stream is in the chat right above you, man. Hop on in, bro. Anybody who wants to hop on in, come on in, man. I'd like to hang out with somebody. Because unfortunately, when I'm doing it this way, I can hear my voice. I hear my voice all day. I start annoying the shit out of myself at night with that. Okay. So in the daytime, it's okay. I make my calls, do whatever. But at night, it's like, nah, I don't talk with someone. Talk with Raiders fans. I mean, I live in South Carolina. There's nobody to talk Raiders fans stuff too. So yeah, anybody want to come in, man. Come hang out with me so I can hear someone else's opinion on stuff. We can do the chat and all that stuff. Now, normally we'd be doing a Dos Pendejos show, but my buddy Joe taking off some time. He's got stuff he's got to take care of. So that won't be happening for a while unless someone wants to volunteer to be, the other pendejo. And if you do, let me know. I'll send you the link for Monday night. But yeah, otherwise I'm just cruising tonight, hanging out. A lot of stuff to talk about. Nobody wants to come on and talk. That's crazy. Oakland A's Casper. Hey, salute to you, man. Salute to you. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff happening. When we kind of let Corey Littleton go, I knew we'd take a little bit of a cap hit, but I was like, yeah, it's all right. It's worth it. It's worth it. Yeah, and we're freeing up money. We're negotiating contracts. We probably still got some we're working on to put more of that cap space in anyway. Let's see. I got a few. It's Friday. Need to grab a beer. Nice. Okay. Anybody like I said, the link's in the chat. If you want to come in, hang out. I'm one of those people who likes to have people come and hang out. You know what I mean? So we can talk. Hearing my own voice is annoying to me. But yeah, jump on, man. The link's in the chat right there. Anybody else? Anything you guys want to talk about? With what's going on in the news with us, and news rumors and all that other crap. I've heard everybody was talking about Khalil Mack going to the Chargers. Big fucking deal. Okay. I got a jersey to burn. Nothing else. He's now the enemy to me. And, he'll probably be in for a good 40-50% of the season anyway, and he'll be out. Let's see. Jack, it says devices not connected. You'll be able to connect before you can add them to the stream. Hey, Jack, there you are.
Hey, how's it going, OG? Captain Jack Daniels? How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. I was just, I was thinking about the whole Khalil Mack thing. Everybody's like, oh, everybody's panicking. It's like, oh man, our division's just going to be tough. And you know what? You got to beat the best to be the best. And
right. This division is turning out to look like the best. That's for sure. We got our challenges ahead of us. So, but you know what? If we get a bowl, I would love to say we beat the best to get to be where we're at to win it. I don't want the easy way in. I'd love to get the hard way in. That makes this team like a legendary team. You know what I mean? We played against a lot of great teams, and hard way in like Pittsburgh. Having to go through those guys and beat them and get a Super Bowl ring. So no one can ever take that away from us. So,
hey, Sinister, how you doing?
What's up, gentlemen? How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, Sinister, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. Just walking my neighbor's dog real quick. Figured I'd jump in on the conversation.
So who do you think we're going to pick up next week? Matt Marinovich wants to know.
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. It'd be nice to pick up some big-name players. Honestly, I'd be fine if we picked up a DJ Chark. I have a feeling we're going to pick him up. There was a IG story popping around that he was in Vegas yesterday.
Yeah, I heard. At Jack Henn, I plan to, as soon as I'm at my shop right now, and it's super loud in here, maybe I can speak out in a few after I finish up some paperwork. Okay, Oakland A's Casper, no problem.
Man, Oakland A's Casper is like, he makes me jealous. You know how I love Otto. He's got some Otto gear, and he's met Otto.
Wow. Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's see. Out 2 tight end set. We'll notify Mac and Bosa.
So what's your gentleman's opinion on Mad Max finally getting the contract?
Thank God.
Yeah.
Right? At least we didn't do him like we did Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
And a lot of, I've been watching all the shows today, and Mad Max's numbers versus Mac. I mean, Mac is way more explosive. But, the numbers, they actually go to Mad Max versus Khalil. So I'm stoked that we got him, and it's like, it's an extension. So we got him at this salary for this year. And we got 4 more years.
I mean, honestly, I feel like you got all these other fans that are going to be out here sitting and saying, we're capped for the year. We're screwed. We're this, we're that. But honestly, I feel like at the end of the day, there's going to be a bunch of other things.
He doesn't get all their money today. It's spread out.
No, I mean, I honestly have a feeling what we're going to get from this is a bunch of other players are going to flip and restructure their contracts, and it's going to look like a deal.
Yeah. And
I mean, look what happened with Derek Carr back in 2017 or whatever. He signed that deal, and it ended up looking like a fucking deal in the end compared to what all these other quarterbacks signed.
Yeah, 3 years from now, Max Crosby's contract will be bargain basement,
Oh, it's going to be one of the best deals in the flipping league. I mean, and honestly, after the whole Aaron Rodgers thing, I mean, well, I know that doesn't count towards this, but I have a feeling everything's about to reset if you really think about it.
Here's a question.
Running back, everything.
Here's a question. What do you think about Alec Ingold not being a free agent now?
I'm not as butthurt about it as everyone else because fullbacks are just a commodity in the league now. Fullbacks don't mean as much as they used to mean back in the 90s or back in the day. Like, fullbacks are there, but they're not as big as they used to be. And we signed, what's his name, last year? Yeah, we signed Sutton Smith last year.
Well, and that blew me away that, they signed him to a 2-year deal, but I don't think Smith holds a candle to Ingold. And, Ingold, he's an athletic, fullback, so you could actually use him in short yardage situations. He can catch out of the backfield. He can block. So he can do a lot of the things that.
Who's the first Las Vegas Raider to score a touchdown?
Hopefully they re-sign him.
Stadium?
I mean, honestly, they put him on an unrestricted tender. Who's to say anything can happen? Like, we still got until next week to really figure out what this team's really going to do in free agency or anything.
Right. Well,
and then we got the draft coming up in April.
Right. Here's the thing about Alec Ingold, though. You ever seen a hurdle? What was the last time you saw a fullback hurdle a motherfucker 2 years in a row?
No, and I watched that. And I watched that play. Like, believe me, I watch everything we do with this team. Alec Ingold's a fucking beast. Why do you think every time I play?
Here's a question: who's the first Las Vegas Raider to score a touchdown at Allegiant Stadium?
Alec Ingold.
On a pass. you can use this guy so many ways, and he blocks. I love the guy. I am butthurt.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I liked him as a player, but at the same time, I don't think about just players on this team, and maybe that's just me. I'm starting to come to the realization I just care that we win and whatever the hell the Shield does.
Let's see, I heard a little rumor from a friend that Raiders are talking to JC about a 3-year deal. That'd be nice.
Honestly, that would be sick. I'm honestly really curious on what we're gonna get ready to do because everyone else has been making moves. I'm just kind of sitting and playing the wait and see game and see what the Raiders actually do. And if we do something big, so be it.
Well, we do need, cornerbacks this year for sure. I mean, with the quarterbacks, you look at it, we got the strongest quarterback division in the NFL this year. And we definitely need, corners to play. We can't go back in like we were last year with the corners that we have. It definitely needs an upgrade at the position. And Sinister, what you said about Chark, I've been in all the shows that I've been in, everything I've texted, like the chat, I've all been about Chark. The guy's like 6'4".
I'll tell you something else, and I'm not gonna lie. I totally.
And if he can stay healthy, and I know he's got to take a contract between 10 to 12, which is cheap because you look at it. You look at Williams. He got a 3-year, $60 million contract. Do you want Chark or would you want Williams? Dude, it's not a no-brainer in my book. He's a lot cheaper and he's a better player than Williams. So if anyone in the nation disagrees with me, well, so be it. I like Chark. Chark is like my number one wide receiver coming out that you're not going to have to pay around $20 million for.
Oh,
and
wait
maybe
a minute.
I'm
His Casper just said, right, LOL, that's what I told my buddy. Don't tease me. And he has some ties with the Raiders. So we'll see. We shall see if he is right sometimes. Okay.
I'm the delusional Raiders fan. I have a gut feeling that this year we're honestly going to make some moves and we're going to be a pretty decent team this year. Or at least that's what I'm chasing the dream of hoping.
Dude, we're a pretty decent
Like
team.
I have a feeling.
We're a pretty decent team with the guys we had. Just imagine what we're going to be like this year. We're not going to be decent. We're going to be better than decent.
And did you guys listen to any of those press conferences today?
I listened to Mad Max's.
What about the press conferences with the defensive coaches and Mick Lombardi, our offensive coordinator?
I saved it for later.
I couldn't watch. I started watching shows of all the other Raider YouTubers, so I didn't get a chance to catch that one yet.
Everything they said today, man, hit home with me. Like, it sounds like we got a smart coaching staff.
Give us the key points. Just give the key points.
Well, Graham said something about our defense really doesn't need a whole, like, in a roundabout way, he kind of said our defense doesn't really need a whole lot. I mean, it needs stuff, but he basically said he's kind of willing to work with what our defense has and shape it up. Like, basically, he made it sound like he's willing to basically get this defense to a point where it needs to be.
So, Raider Nagel, tell that to the Niners. If you have a fullback that can catch, run, and block, that's a huge plus. Cut Smith, give me some miracle hamster. Give me some muscle hamster.
Well, I think the deal with Smith is like they felt like, Ingold probably wouldn't be ready for the start of the season. So they thought he was a good fullback. So they wanted insurance.
Well, he will be. I think so. He had a single tear, and they said his rehab's going faster than scheduled. They said he'll be ready for training camp. So,
but here's the question:
maybe it's just insurance.
How much does the Patriots?
Oh, you cut out.
You froze,
I don't
bro.
think the Patriots use fullbacks all that much.
Yeah, but you can actually, on short yardage, you can use them as a running back. I mean,
right. Give me JC
I think as fans, we could sit here and debate this until the cows come home.
Right. Well, let me get to some of the chat here. Give me JC now and Andrew Booth Jr. To the first round. And let's see, Richard Nagel. I can't agree with that. We still have Mullen. Right. Mullen just got to have somebody to work on the handsy stuff, and that's just teaching. Yeah, I saw Max's too. That's the one I watched. Cornerback depth. You need to see the QBs in the division. Yeah. Cornerback depth is important. You're right. All of it's important. The line, the offensive line. I think we got defensive linemen. I think he's probably addressing the defensive line, like, yeah, I'm going to work with these guys. And probably guys like Merrick don't need anything to worry about. You got Hobbs, you got Divine Diablo. I mean, and Mullet. I mean, and realistically, after that, I mean, we need some linebackers. So yeah, we might get a couple of linebackers. Maybe in the college, maybe in the draft, maybe in free agency. Wait a minute, what position does the guy Van Noy? What does he play?
Linebacker.
Yeah, go get him.
I can see that happening.
Get Van Noy, address the offensive line in free agency, and a wide receiver 1, and pretty much everybody else can be picked up in the draft. You know what I mean?
Anyways, gentlemen, I'm going to hit you guys up when I get back home. My phone's about to die. I hope you guys have a good day.
All right, so let's see, huh?
I was going to say, I can see the Raiders double dipping in either free agency or the draft. It's going to be all defense. Pick up a couple free agents on the offense. I can see Chark. I like Sheriff, or however you say his name, from Washington, take over at left guard, and then Moses, and then your offense is completely set. Then everything else on defense.
I want a free agent tackle. All right, I don't want a tackle in the draft. They take too long to develop. Get a free agent tackle that's good. Doesn't have to be a superstar, just good.
So, OG, did you ever watch the Bucky Brooks show? Like what he said, what was deep this year?
No, I didn't.
So he said there's 3 positions that are deep, and Scout kind of, he definitely said it too. Scout said there's 30 receivers that are draftable this year. So Bucky had said the same thing. It's like wide receivers deep. He said tackle is deep this year, and I'm trying to remember the third spot that was deep, and I'm getting old. I forgot.
Was it defensive tackle, right?
No, it wasn't. Oh, no, it was defensive ends. I'm sorry, it's defensive ends.
But it was defensive tackles, I thought he meant. There's a lot of... Huh?
No, it's ends. We need defensive tackle, probably defensive tackle and cornerback on the defense more than anything else, I feel. Because most of our guys are free agents. I mean, look who we have under contract.
Linebackers. We need to address linebackers. That's why I wouldn't mind having Van Noy. That would elevate our linebacking core way up.
And I can see them, just New England connection to get Van Noy over here.
Right. Exactly. You get Van Noy over here, and our defensive room looks a lot better. Our defensive backs. Man, Van Noy out there, Perryman out there. Come on, man. And Van Noy can cover. He can cover tight ends. We can leave, Abrams in the blitz. We'll blitz again.
So if you had your dream offseason, OG, just picking your brain, because this is all fun hanging out with you, bro.
What do you mean? Pick what?
I want to pick your brain.
Okay.
And, it's fun hanging out with you. You and I, dude. The OGs of the old school stuff. But if you had your dream offseason, what would you do right now if you were GM?
Probably go get Morgan Moses and draft another tackle in the draft to learn from both of our tackles. Somebody who's flexible, can move around. I would get Illuminor somehow more involved, be a guard or tackle, because he plays both. And then I would I would definitely want to go get Van Noy. I would definitely want to get a wide receiver 1. And there's a few good ones out there. Probably I would want the guy from the Bears, Robinson. And then now I remember names. And then,
so would you want Robinson around 20 million or Chark around 10 to 12?
Chark and Robinson for 30.
Well, that'd be dope. But I don't see that happening, just for the fact that New England's never been like a 2 top wide receiver set. They've always had like one good wide receiver. You got a good slot guy. You got a couple good tight ends, and you got a ton of running backs coming out of the backfield to catch the ball.
Right.
So,
And I would get Alec Ingold back and have him just work as a running back, or if it doesn't fit into the regular scheme with a linebacker or with a fullback, use him as running back. Now you're going to wear people out with Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, and you got to worry about a 3-headed running attack. That would
but is Drake even going to play this year?
Yeah, they renegotiated his contract.
Well, they renegotiated his contract, but I thought he got hurt, so I thought he was done for the season.
Well, maybe they're not done. I guess he's not as done as they thought. The smartest thing these guys can do is get that left guard and get your right tackle and fix the defense. Pick a wide receiver in the first. I would take that wide receiver in free agency. There's still going to be good wide receivers in the second, third round.
There's a ton.
Oh, yeah, a ton of them. Let's see.
That's why I agree with Raider Nagel. It's like, you can get Shark, 10 to 12 million. So he's a lot cheaper than like Robinson. And you got like another 8 million to play with. You can draft a receiver in a draft because it is deep. Like Andy said, there's like 30, draftable wide receivers. Right. So you can put a guy behind him. So you don't have to invest big, in the wide receiver spot.
No, but it would be nice to pick up a Van Noy. It would be nice to maybe get a couple more coverage linebackers in the draft. Guys who can cover. Because our linebackers.
Well, then that kind of leaves me like, kind of like a show that we talked about like a week ago. It's like, we all want the defensive tackle from Georgia. And right. I said that for a long time. But, after his, pro day, like, the competition stuff, he ain't going to be there, dude. I think he's going to be gone. So it's like, who do we look at? Maybe like Lloyd. Lloyd can be there. And that guy is like he looks like a beast.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys out of college that are in certain positions that we should be going after and having them learn, and some of them, including a lineman, offensive lineman who can learn from the other guys. Just get them working to where they can go in when it's time and plug and play, and they're ready to go. They know the system and everything else. We get a running back in a draft. I tell you something, we get a running back probably an undrafted free agent. I mean, there's enough of them. But no, running back in the draft wouldn't be bad either, I think, but not in the early rounds. Not getting past the Chargers.
Nope, he ain't.
No.
Everything I've read, he's not going past the Chargers.
Who?
I agree, OG. OG fade.
Who? Who's not going? Oh, Pickens?
No, Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis, the Chargers aren't even going to whiff that. They got the 19th pick. Jordan Davis was long gone before the Chargers.
I know, but before the combine, that was like the talk, and I agree that he's not going to go past the Chargers. Chargers need that help on there. They were like the Raiders last year. Everybody ran against them. It's like they couldn't stop the run, so they got the same mindset we have. We need defensive tackles. They need defensive tackles too.
Right, and you know what? We're going to be fighting with Cincinnati to get offensive linemen, but because that's their offensive line is like toilet paper for them. I mean,
well, if they want an offensive lineman past us, so they got to trade up. So
no, I'm talking about in free agency. We're going to be battling for offensive linemen with these guys. But let's see. No, but Jordan Davis, Chargers aren't even going to get a look at this guy. He's going to be gone before the Chargers pick by far. He's going to go top 10, top 15. Chargers don't draft till 19. Unless they trade up, they're not getting him. I think he goes to the Vikings in sauce. His sauce isn't there for them. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of teams drafting before us, and we'll be sitting there going, damn, I wanted that guy. Damn, I wanted that guy.
Man, that kid Sauce he's good. He is really good. I watched him this year. As you know, I'm a big Notre Dame fan, and I watched, Cincinnati play, Notre Dame. He just shut them down, dude. It's like that kid he's a good player.
Oh yeah. There's dude, there's going to be so many guys that are going to go off the board before us. And then you're going to see someone, you're going to scratch your head and go, what the hell are they thinking?
It happens every year.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Usually
don't
a
know
lot
any
of
draft that you've ever watched where you're like, you don't scratch your head or like going, man, why didn't we pick this guy up? It's like, I think back, like when Aaron Rodgers came out, who did we draft ahead of him? One pick ahead, 23rd pick, Fabian Washington. Ooh, well, now we could have had Aaron Rodgers. It's like we took Gallery. We could have took Megatron. It's like, yeah.
but where I'm saying is usually the teams in the draft are watching the first round and going, what the hell are the Raiders doing? Have they lost their minds? Now this year, hopefully that won't happen. Who's going to sign Cooper? Who cares? Send his ass. He go to Miami. Ain't that? He's a fan of Miami. Let him go to Miami. Yeah, we are probably going to go best available. But
OG Fade's right. Yeah, I think this regime's about best player available. We'll see. We'll find out.
Well, and the thing is, here's the problem. There's going to be a player they see that nobody else knows about, and they'll get, and everybody's going to go, huh? And then the guy turns out to be a baller. You know what I mean? Because you saw how they drafted. You know how they drafted before. The Patriots always drafted, and you went, huh? And then they end up some baller. These guys are good at seeing like what these people can do. You know what I mean?
Well, we can't give all that credit, to Ziegler on that. It's like Ziegler would present it to Bill, and Bill would be the one who would make the decision. So he's kind of like the John Gruden of the Raiders. So you give tip your cap to Belichick, man. That guy, he's a beast.
Right, but I don't think he picked as much as you think. I think he actually had a GM who did this sort of thing, did all the scouting and all that. And I think it was Ziegler. I think it was, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see how he's going. Yeah, he's going to the Clowns, the Jaguars. Yeah. Oh, I guess Davion Clowney's no longer going to be a Brown. That's what I read. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I remember I wanted him before, and now I'm glad we didn't get him. You know what I mean?
I'm on the same page with you and the nation on Clowney. It's like you look at like when he came out. It's like that guy looked like a beast. I mean, you saw that play in college where he broke through the line and smashed that running back, and that guy was like looking like the best ever. And it's like he has never shown up in the NFL to be that guy. He can run defense. Well, we got a guy named Cleve Farrell can run defense, but he can't pass rush. So I don't need to spend the money on the clown when I got Cleve.
Yeah. And realistically, yeah, I remember before the draft that year, I was like, oh, I want Clowney. I'm glad we didn't get Clowney. We missed Clowney. I'm like, damn it, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm like, whew, close call. It's like,
absolutely.
It's like you want to date this girl and you want to date her and she's got somebody and she goes out with somebody and then you find out she's a total psycho and you're going,
yeah, either that or she's stinky.
Yeah, a lot of their players are great because of coaching, in my opinion. You're talking about which team, man? Wait a minute, let me go back up in this thing. I must have missed something. You talking about Georgia, man? Or a lot of their players are great because of coaching, in my opinion. That's Georgia. You talking about Georgia, right, bro? Let's see.
You got a great organization. You bring in great coaches, and you bring in great players. That is the Raiders' way.
Tell them one thing: just win, baby. Clowney had one play that made him who he is, and that was the hit against Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then but he hasn't shown up at the NFL. Let's see. I want fresh legs. Yeah. On players, okay.
Well, this is definitely a throwing division. I want to see cornerbacks. I want to see some good cornerbacks come in our house.
Well, you were talking about the Patriots, Fade. Okay, got it. Yeah, great coaching. Yeah, I want to see that too, man. I want to see. I don't need superstars. I just want ballers. Ballers who will get out there and like before he came to the Raiders, you were like, "Who the hell is this Waller guy?"
Well, we got to give it to our OC. Last year, that was the one thing that he actually did way above and beyond. For as much, as we don't really like him as an OC, he picked out the talent and told John, and boy, Waller has turned out to be a beast.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, honestly, I if Waller can keep playing the way he's playing, he'll be the greatest in Raiders history. He'll pass up Casper.
Yeah.
I like the guy.
Oscar, Christensen. I mean, we had a lot of great tight ends in this organization.
We have. I mean, but Waller has that chance to be that special.
Yep. I love BJ Hill from hold on, let me do this. And the guy from Oklahoma. What position in Oklahoma, bro?
So what day can we start tampering? Anyone know?
Monday.
Oh, that's going to be an exciting day.
Yeah, this is going to be insane this coming week. Monday is tampering day. Can't wait for free agency, man. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be freaking lit the fuck up and wild, OG Fade. These guys haven't planned. You know what? Yeah, when these guys first got here, I was like, oh no, I was not happy. But now the more I hear from them, the more I learn about them, the more excited I'm getting, like really getting excited. I mean, the way I felt like our team was going to be special this year or last year. And I said, we're going to the playoffs. I said it. And that's the one thing I said. People told me, I was like, oh, gee, we're not going to make the playoffs. Okay. I felt it. But this year, I feel like we took the top half of the engine and rebuilt that now with the coaching, the whole front office staff, man. I think
we did a great job, in the coaching staff, except for two spots. I'm sorry, the guy they signed from Green Bay, their special teams coach. Well, that's how they lost their playoff game.
Right.
So I mean, and plus, special place in my heart for our interim coach, man. Baller. But I can understand you can't have him on the team with the new coaching staff, so you don't want to divide the locker room. And right. I will admit, I like Ron Miles. Ron Miles was a great coach.
I do too, but I thought Ron Miles would be a head coach this year.
I was thinking the same thing. No one interviewed him, so
that's crazy. But there's the special teams coach. Understand? I felt the same way at first, but I did a little background before that. When he was with the Colts, he had one of the best special teams. So I think it's about the players he has to work with. Green Bay special teams suck. They're going to suck again this year.
Well, it's what lost them the playoff game, against the Niners. So,
but unfortunately, now Bisaccia went to Green Bay, right?
You did.
No? Yeah. Maybe
that's a major upgrade. It's like we traded, I hate to say it, doo-doo for gold.
Okay, here's the thing: if this special teams on Green Bay suck this year, it ain't the coach; it's the players.
Well, we'll have to see. I feel like Rich, if Rich is good enough to do what he's done, with the Raiders, and then take over the team and do what he's done, he's a special man. So I salute all day long to Rich. That guy is an amazing. I honestly, can you recall a better special teams coach for the Raiders? I can't.
Not a long time.
I don't even remember anyone that's better than him.
Wait a minute. When we had Leckler and Seabass and John,
who was the coach?
Huh?
So who was the coach?
I don't remember who the special teams coach was. I just know one thing: we had some badass special teams in them days.
We've always had really good special teams. I mean, it goes back to the the original OG of like, first round draft pick. Like all young kids would never believe this, but we took a punter in the first round.
Oh yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, just a wee bit.
We took a kicker.
Mr. Ray Guy.
We took a kicker in the first round with Sebastian Janikowski, highest
Number
scoring
17 pick overall.
Yeah, and every time he get out there kick 150 plus, he just kept breaking his own record. That record ain't gonna be touched for a long effing time.
Well, and then we got a lot of crap for like taking him, and it turns out that he's the all-time Raiders point scorer. So
yeah, highest point scored of any Raider. But so Clutch Sports don't fuck it up with Waller with us. Yeah, I know they got that reputation. They're kind of sleazy.
Well, you got to go back. Go all the way back, and I know you know this. Before Janikowski took the point scorer, who was the all-time point scorer for the Raiders out of all these years?
Before Janikowski,
he was our quarterback, Hall of Famer, and became a kicker. Blanda, exactly.
Yep. Rich is certified hype man. Respectfully. Rich Bisaccia, great coach, great man. I don't think he had an offensive or defensive scheme, so that's probably why he couldn't be a head coach, bro.
I can't disagree with that. I think he relied on his coaches to do their jobs.
Right.
Because if you're a special teams coach, you're not like drawing up plays, you're not calling plays. That's why I didn't think, honestly, we'd get to the playoffs last year or the record we did with all the drama and everything else. But he's a guy who's like a heart and soul type player. Coach. He brings people together. He makes them play harder. I want players like that. I want coaches like that. I hope this new regime can do that.
Right. Well, but the thing is, he had no choice. He's like, okay, I'm a special teams coach. I got to take over as head coach. And he probably talked to the other coach and said, look, you do your thing. You do your thing. I'm going to do my thing. I'll do a little bit of admin stuff. But other than that, man, we got to work together. And that's probably what he told them. And it worked. Got us to the playoffs. This has never happened before. This whole last season was the most unprecedented season I have ever heard of. Yep. Blanda, bro. Blanda. But
So here's another question. So going, different topic. So, everybody loves talking about Carr. I'm a big Carr supporter. I love Carr because people don't realize all the dry years between Carr and, from Gannon.
Right.
There's a lot of dry years. I mean, a lot of crap that, that we saw. A lot of potential, but potential never panned out. So with Watson being out there, so, he's cleared of all his charges. So the whole thing is out. They want 3 first-round draft picks. Carr's at least worth 2 first-round draft picks because we've already turned down 2 first-round draft picks from New England last year, and we turned it down this year from the Commanders. So I'm curious to what the nation thinks of, like, if you did a Carr for Watson trade. I'm not saying I want it. I'm just curious. Curiosity kills a cat. What do people think if, like, you could do like Carr and a first-round draft pick and maybe give them a 3rd, we take a 4th? What do people think? Are people on board for that? Or are they like, no?
He would be. Listen, I know there's going to be half the nation will be on board with it, and then there's the other half that would go, no. Why would you disrupt and change the most important player on the team? Okay, Raider Nagel, I know Harbaugh did it, but before he was a special teams coordinator in the NFL, what did he do? Didn't he coach? Wasn't he an offensive or a defensive coach before that? Like, I got to look at John Harbaugh's background again, man. But I mean, I know guys that sit there and this is what they do. They draw up offensive schemes or they draw up defensive schemes. Like, that's what they do, man. And
Harbaugh was Gannon's quarterback coach.
Okay. And then what else did he do after that?
Went to the Niners. That's what I recall.
Coach there.
But, Harbaugh's kind of like, John G. He's the type of guy that, like, he wants to run the entire show. have total control. But everywhere he goes, so here's the knock on him. Everywhere he goes, he improves the organization or the team he's coaching for. But everyone gets burnt out on him after 3 or 4 years.
Right.
I want a coach that's going to be here like what our coaches were, like, Madden, and I'm drawing a mental blank again, getting old.
Flores.
Our guy we just put in the Hall of Fame this year. I want coaches that are going to stick around. Yeah. I don't want a coach that's going to be here for like a year or two and then be gone. Right. I think that's what Harbaugh would be.
Right. And Rich wasn't calling impact the game. I think that's why he's a special teams coach, bro, and he's really great at it. And he's good at obviously taking over a role in uniting people and getting everyone to just do what they're supposed to do. I mean, that's, he didn't have a playbook. Yeah. And don't get me wrong. I love Rich Bisaccia. I was one of the people like, no, give him a chance. Yeah, Mark Davis is going, no, we need to win. The nation needs to win. Let me bring in this corporate takeover and and that's what I felt like. And let's start winning. And now I'm starting to see that, that's what these guys are about. They're about winning. I would love to see this front office and these coaches here for 10, 15, 20 years and going and creating a dynasty in Las Vegas, bro. Like, then we'd be able to say, hey, we, I'm keeping Carr. I would love to see them build this thing to where we get that dynasty that like you and I got to enjoy when we were young. I would love that for the young Raiders fans today, to have their own stories to tell to their kids and grandkids someday. Oh,
yeah, absolutely. It'd be great, for the kids, and like, you look at like Andy and SC and Lowe and all the young guys that are out here and like Scout.
Yeah.
And, Icy. It's like, those guys never grew up like what we grew up with, like, an organization that just purely dominated.
Graf's older than them, and he didn't get that. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to see those guys losing their freaking minds over this team like we did. And, you're talking about, yeah. You're talking about the Houston, right? Oh, that's where Deshaun Watson is, right? Houston, right?
Yeah, Watson's in Houston. So
yeah,
that was kind of what OG Fane just said is what I said earlier on Wasted Show. I said, okay, Wason said that they wanted 3 first-round draft picks for Watson. So Carr's at least worth 2 first-round draft picks already, and we've already turned 2 offers down for 2 first-round draft picks. So if you could trade Carr and a first-rounder to get Watson, what do people think? To me, that's a fair trade, and I'm a big Carr guy. So, but I would consider that. Watson is a better quarterback, and you're not giving up, everything. Maybe if it was not this year's first-round draft pick, maybe next year's first-round draft pick in the future, and then we use our first-round draft pick to do what we need to do.
I'm just saying that. So, understand when it comes to domestic violence and guys paying off women, things like that. You think Mark Davis can bring that in?
Yeah, no, I don't. I honestly, and I said that too in the chat. I do not see Mark Davis bringing Watson in because he is totally 100% against men that do stuff against women.
Right. And you know what? Freddie Biletnikoff is still good friends with Mark Davis. The Freddie Biletnikoff Foundation helps women with fighting domestic abuse. Okay. His daughter died because of a boyfriend or a husband or whoever. He would never forgive Mark for bringing in something like that.
And I don't think Mark would, and it was just like a hypothetical question because I'm always curious of what, fans think, versus what my philosophy is on stuff. And, I don't think that it's ever going to happen. It won't. But it's like I also saw someone said, bring in Kareem Hunt. I'm like, that ain't ever going to happen either. After that elevator video, hell's no.
Eric Bieniemy's never coming in. Same thing. But see, Watson's still facing 22 civil suits, and we have no idea how the NFL is going to deal with it. Well, he pays these off. It doesn't matter. He could still be for paying them off. he could still be penalized by the NFL and suspended.
Well, yeah, Watson could still be suspended.
Right. And there's huge cap hits, too. Look at this 40 million, 42 million, 37 and 32 million. Dude, yeah, Watson ain't worth it. Keep Carr. Our car's in good shape.
OG, Nagel wants to hop in.
Oh, hop in, man. Let me put in the link. Exciting.
Well, it's all going to depend.
Exciting isn't the word, Raider 78.
It's all going to depend about what Carr does, honestly. It's like, Carr said he wants to play with certain people. Mm-hmm. So when Carr, I love that the fact that the Raiders are listening to that, that's part of the reason why Aaron Rodgers got so pissed off at Green Bay and just said, hey, man, I don't want out of here unless you give me what I want. I'm glad they're listening to him. If they want to move on from him, then we're all going to be sad.
What he wants. He's talking about what players he'd like to have.
He wants to have some say in like who they bring in, and he deserves the right to do so.
Right, and an offensive line was probably part of that. Exciting.
You're getting away from your mic, bro.
Who, me?
Okay, there you go. Now you sound louder. You were getting like a really kind of far away and like couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, no, Raider 78's an exciting times. It's more than exciting. It's freaking lit. All right, we got Raider Nagel coming in. What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Nagel.
So tell us your thoughts on this stuff, man. I mean, seeing them in the chat, but
so with the whole like the Deshaun Watson thing, I'm not trading for him. We just looked at his cap hit and everything. And even if Carr signs an extension, he'll be less than Watson, and he'll get even the same or better production than Watson with him,
Yeah. And we don't need a quarterback who's trying to run for a touchdown every time. We want a quarterback who can throw a touchdown.
Exactly.
And we need that red zone improved, that red zone offense and the red zone defense improved.
And look what he did. What was it, 20 in 2020? He went 4-12 with a crap offensive line, like what Carr dealt with, and he's dealt with for a while now. And I just think he's better than Watson, but Watson gets all the hype.
No, yeah, because he's a dynamic player.
Yep. Yeah, because he can scramble a little bit. He can, and I think with the arm talent, I think he's just about the same.
Well, guys, don't be fooled. Watson overall is a better quarterback. I mean, let's not be fooled by that. But you know what? We all have our allegiance to our quarterbacks. I have an allegiance to Carr. The guy has shown that he is a leader. I don't know if Watson is truly a leader of the team. I feel he's got better talent. But after last season, you can just see what Carr did. He was pretty much a coach of the team. And I just believe like his leadership is like some of the Hall of Fame quarterbacks that we've had on this team. He can be that guy. I don't know if Watson can be the leader of a team. I think, he's got more talent than Carr, but I don't think he's the leader as Carr is.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't agree with the arm talent thing. I don't. He's as good as Carr, arm talent wise. I don't think he's as accurate, and I don't think he throws for as many yards because he's too busy rambling and running.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion. It doesn't mean it's fact.
You know who I'd love to ask that question to if we can bring him on the show? Is Hunter Renfrow. Because Renfrow played with both of them, so I'd love to see that.
Yeah. You know what? I'd like to hear from Sean Johnson, like the stats as far as passing. Sean Johnson's a stat man. He comes in here, bro. He got the stats. But let's see. Richard, yeah, be right back. Got to do my patrol. No problem, man. We'll be here probably, unless the internet goes down or something. But hopefully that's not gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, look, this week is going to be freaking crazy, man. Every content creator is going to be coming out. Breaking news. Great story. About who we picked up, who got traded, who got the, and you know what? Every NFL content creator is going to be doing the same damn thing this week. You saw the free for all that went on for the quarterbacks. Oh wait, it's gonna get wild.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to get wild. It's going to be interesting, like, what everybody wants to see and whoever wants to pick up in free agency. We all got our different opinions. But, the name that I keep, hearing over and over again, we talked about it earlier in the show, is Chark.
Yeah.
The contract looks friendly because he's got an injury history, and you only need one good wide receiver on the outside at 6'4", 3.34 40. And then you draft a receiver somewhere in the draft. Like Scout said, there's 30 good draftable receivers. So you can get that later in the rounds for depth.
Hey, what's up? What's going on, man? I got you, Ukraine. You there? Hey, man, you there?
Hold on. Yeah, I need to.
Sounds like the voice of God. Must be busy with something. Anyway, but hey, what's up, Wild Turkey? Let's see. Good to see you in here, man. No, we got this week is going to get freaking crazy. And here's the other thing. There's all these teams that need quarterbacks now, right? Like Seattle doesn't have a quarterback. The Colts don't have a quarterback. Pittsburgh doesn't have a quarterback. The Saints really don't have a quarterback. Like, what are they going to do?
How do you guys feel about trading down in the draft?
I like it.
Depends on what's there.
It depends. Like, if you can get the player that you want, grab it. If not, trading back sounds great to me. I mean,
right.
I'm all for trading back.
Plus, you never know who will fall to you in the first round, too.
What do you guys think of trading with Detroit for 32 and 34? Do you think they'll give it up to us?
For 22?
Yes.
Maybe. They might take the
what does Detroit want? Like, who's going to be there? That's the question.
Yeah. Players fall every year. A certain player falls every year.
Detroit has what picks?
32 and 34.
Wait a minute. It's Detroit. Where's
Detroit, yeah, because they have the Rams pick this year, the first rounder, and then they have their second pick in the second round, which is 34.
Okay. So what the Rams pick was the 32.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, the Rams threw their future away, but they did it right. They had everything in place, and then they did it. They went nuts for free agency. The Chargers, on the other hand, went and got one guy who's injured a lot, just like their other guy who's in the opposite side of the line injured a lot.
Are you talking about Slater?
No,
Slater turned out to be a beast.
I'm talking about Khalil Mack.
Oh, Mack, yeah.
Okay. And the other side of them is going to be Joey Bosa. Both are injury prone as hell.
Yeah.
They don't play full.
I will say this. If those guys are both healthy at the same time, that is the most dangerous defensive ends in the NFL by far, bar none. Turn out the lights on that.
Agree.
Drop the mic. If they're healthy at the same time.
One healthy. Yep.
Yeah, but you got a guy, that guy in Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, he's probably the best defensive end in the league.
Who?
Watt.
Oh, yeah. J.J. Watt is like right now he is.
J.J. Watt. He's J.J.'s brother. Yeah.
But I'm just saying the two defensive ends that have that type of talent, the Chargers have that right now. So I mean, it's that's why we need to like invest not on a rookie, drafting a right tackle in a draft. We need a veteran like Moses.
Right. But see, on paper last year we had Max Crosby and Yannick Ngakoue. Where the hell did Yannick go?
Later in the season, yeah. Where did Yannick go?
Yeah, he kind of disappeared, and we got him for 2 years. We got him this year too. We got him for 2 years.
And I was big on Kuntz at the end of the year. He looked better than Yannick.
He's a young Yannick.
Exactly.
He's a younger Yannick.
But he was fresh. So think about this. You're coming like week 9, week 10. Guys are banged up. They've been playing every single week, and he comes in purely fresh. So he plays good for a game or two. That doesn't hold a lot of water with me. So, and you know what? And everything that about Kuntz is like, oh, that's Yannick's replacement. He is like Yannick Jr. So does Yannick play good in the 3-4? No, he doesn't. And even Max on his press conference, he said he was like even worried a little bit about playing the 3-4. So we'll see. I mean,
and he said he talked to who's our guy who got hurt? He was a great player, but he's too old and he got hurt. We had him at the beginning.
You talking about our left guard?
No, I'm talking about defense, defensive tackle.
Hankins?
Oh,
McCoy.
Hankins. Or McCoy, yeah.
Right, McCoy told Max, no, it ain't about that. I played on 6 different types of defenses, man. It's just about how you perform the position you're given and what the role is. And that's all you do. And so if Yannick, what if Yannick goes out and thrives this year and you're like, what the hell is that? I thought he played shitty in a 3-4.
Well, here's a thought. Can Kuntz become a poor man's TJ Watt?
It's too early to say that. I can't even put his name in the same sentence. I can't even put his name in the same sentence of Yannick.
Here's one.
Yes. But could he become a good pass rushing stand up linebacker? And we haven't seen TJ Watt doesn't drop back in coverage much. All he does is rush the passer.
Well, I will say this. You just said something that Andy said. Andy said, like with Yannick, put his hand in the ground, he doesn't do very much.
I agree.
And when Kuntz put his hand in the ground, he can't do much. But you lift his hand up, he plays a lot better. So you just said something that Andy said, a couple times. So that's a good call.
Right about 85. Yeah, I agree. I've heard that. Farrell will thrive in Graham's system. Okay. Could you imagine that? Farrell, let's try this one here. Max on the outside, Farrell lined up in the middle, right? And put Phylon on the other end on a 3-4. Think about that. How much fun that would be. That would be.
I hope he re-signs Phylon.
Well, I do too. And that sounds like a third down line to me.
Raphael.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Just hanging out, man, talking Raiders, pretty much talking Raiders tonight.
Oh, yes. Yeah, because I was very surprised that, I gotta say this. Max Crosby is the man right now, because that was very shocking to have an extension for 4 years and $100 million. So I think this is gonna be like a great season, because Max Crosby knew what he's gonna draft it to the Oakland Raiders, and he done it good. He done it good, because right now his extension is perfectly good to Max Crosby, and I could tell you that man, he deserves a lot of things. The rebuilding of the Las Vegas Raiders, so it's gonna be incredible.
Well, I think it was a great signing. I mean, It's an extension, so he's going to play off his rookie contract, which is like $3.5 million, and he got 4 years at $95 million. 98. So the salary cap's going to keep going up and up and up and up. So I think that we needed to sign him.
98 million.
98.
Well, 98 because you're counting the contract that he already has at $3 million for this year, 3.5. But it's an extension, so that was the big concern I had. I started researching it. It was okay, are you supplementing, removing this year, and then we have 4 years? What I found out is no, he's playing on his rookie contract this year, and then we got 4 more years afterwards. So that's huge.
Yeah, big time. And you know what? He deserves it.
He does.
At least we didn't do like we did to Khalil or to Khalil Mack. We didn't do that to Crosby.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all love Mac. I mean, the Raider Nation respects Mac beyond belief. And I think we all believe, like, you know, in historical times, he is probably one of the best ever. But at $30 million, that's why he got traded for a second and a 6th-round pick. Can you imagine Mac getting traded for a second and 6th-round pick?
Yeah,
it's just because of the salary dump. It's a salary dump.
Right. We got a first for him. No, the Bears are still paying part of his salary this year.
I thought the
Well, they
Chargers
are. I
were
mean,
taking all of it.
they gave up two first-rounders, and then we gave up a 2nd-rounder, if I recall right.
Yeah,
for Mac.
The Bears are paying part of that money, like a good chunk of that money this year. But
You know,
regardless, he's the enemy now. I hope whatever offensive tackle we got, I hope Colton Miller knocks him on his ass. That's all. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Respect Mac, but now Mac is the enemy.
I got to move. I've been watching the chat. I'm in a dark spot. It's getting dark here now.
Yeah.
It's getting dark there now. Oh, you're in Cali, right? You're in Sac.
I'm in Cali.
Oh, California.
All right, I'm going to move here.
Man,
It's been dark here. Yeah, Cleveland. I think Cleve Farrell's going to do well this year. I thought Littleton would do well, but they apparently didn't think so.
Yeah, I mean that's looking like a perfect. But speaking about the free agency, that of course because it begins on Monday, and right now the Raiders had cleared a bunch of cap space to get ready because Corey Littleton is released, and they save a lot of money, like 11 millions. But they're gonna cost like 4 million to the first year and the 10 million the other year, which is 2023. So one of the possible players to get signed off is a former New England Patriots under the side of Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, the player J.C. Jackson. So it's gonna be like signed to free agent because right now C.G. Jackson is a free agent after he was doing for the New England Patriots. So right now for the Raiders about the organization with Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, have any thoughts about New England Patriots? So it's like, okay, so we got to choose it about that. So in that piece, 72 million was accepted by Jackson as a guarantee at the most money. So look at this, because right now, let's see the stats. Jackson with 8 interceptions and leading 23 passes defended last season. He will be a secondary. We have a different underlook defensive coordinator, Patrick Graham. So you got to prepare for the cover 3s and safeties that cost readily around the last season. But Jensen will be like center back, while Las Vegas hope that Trey Mullen bounced back in the injury plague in 2021 that limited just like 5 games. And Raiders could still target another cornerback on that draft. So it might just see like a little bit higher for Jackson.
Well, I can see Jackson. I can also see Gilmore coming there too.
I can see Van Noy coming over too.
Mm-hmm.
And people are talking about Trent Brown. Now listen, I know he left on a bad way. Got it. He didn't like the coaching staff. I can tell you right now. He likes the coaching staff who's with us now. Just do that. Provide a big barrel of fruit roll-ups next to his locker. I'm sure we could get him to get out there and beat the shit out of Khalil Mack. It'd be fine.
Okay, if they ever thought about bringing Trent Brown back, it's like the whole contract would be 100% as said and laden. I don't want that guy back at all. He's like, he's like FAB, dude.
Quit on us.
He's like Randy Moss. I don't want a guy who doesn't show up and play and does nothing for the team, because he's a selfish like weasel, dude. It's like, I'm sorry.
You know what?
He's a cancer. If New England's going to let him go, if he's so good, then why would they even let him go? Why wouldn't they re-sign him? Apparently, he hasn't done that much with New England either. So
I'm just
good on John Brown.
all I'm saying is he didn't like John Gruden or his coaching staff. He wanted to go back to New England. He went back to New England because he liked the coaching staff. Well, where's the coaching staff now? They're here.
Yes.
well, what did he do with New England? Where New England wants to keep him?
All I'm saying is when he's healthy and he's on the field, he's a big help.
Yeah, it's been Hilton about that because
This is business, man. And these guys, this is what these guys are about. This is what we brought them in. It's about business with them. You know, they will be drafting players that are getting ready to be superstars that they will trade away and get more draft capital and get other guys who will become superstars. New England's a revolving door, bro, and that's how they ended up with all those Super Bowl wins.
exactly.
So if we're going to talk about that guy, that fool, like his contract's got to be literally like all incentive laden. You have to. The best ability is availability, and that guy was never available. And did you look at him like when he first came over to the Raiders? He looked like he was in shape, and when he left the Raiders, man, he looked like Jamarcus Russell, dude. It's like just a pudge ball.
I thought it was Jamarcus Russell.
I'm sorry. I have a hard time agreeing with bringing that guy back unless his contract is in total incentive laden because he needs to like be on the field because he's never on the field. So that's the only way I'd ever give that guy a contract, period.
Ziegler will decide what his contract is, okay? Ziegler will decide that, but he may turn around and think the same thing. Like, yeah, the guy's done. You know, he's done. But he's got to get someone who can do what he does, beat up people. Like I missed when we had Kelechi Osemele when he was in good shape.
He was great.
Brutal son of a bitch. His knees are shit now. You know,
he was like a Steve Wisniewski, like a Jonathan Ogden, or not Ogden, but Gogan at left guard. You guys remember Gogan?
Yeah, I mean, you got guys that were offensive linemen that are just like Bob Boomer Brown. Remember him?
I saw you put that on the show the other night, like all-time guys on the Raiders channel.
He terrified defensive ends. He beat them up. He hurt them. Now your defensive ends are the guys you got to worry about. That was the guy that defensive ends worried about. He used to beat the piss out of them. Of course, now the way he played then was not legal today. You can't wrap his thumb up 5 times his size in plaster of Paris and use it as a weapon in the guy's gut. But that's what I'm saying is that's the kind of like I want a mauler. You know, we had that with Richie Incognito. He turned. Richie Incognito's washed up. He's done. But what did he do for
Miller?
Miller. What did he do for Miller? He turned him into a fucking mauler. Being next to him.
His rookie year, I wanted to cut him after his rookie year. But, you know, Miller really turned into one of the better left tackles in the league.
Yeah, exactly. It takes 3 years for him to develop. But you put Richie Incognito in there next to him, he turned him into a fucking savage. I love that.
You know, I'm a huge Alabama fan, and I watched Leatherwood for the 4 years he was there. I think a lot of fans, they're turned off because it's not instant gratuity or whatever the word is.
Right.
It takes time instant gratification. It takes time for a rookie to turn into an all-pro or even a serviceable guard. Anything. He was never a tackle.
Fans will be buying Leatherwood jerseys like crazy.
Exactly.
2 years from now, next year he'll get better. He won't be as bad.
Yep.
And then the third year, everybody's going to, I want to get that Leatherwood jersey. Just like same with Miller.
I was all in on Morrig in the first round, and when Leatherwood got picked, I was surprised. I mean, I wasn't surprised. Mm-hmm. But then getting Morrig in the second, it made it that first round, Leatherwood in the first, that blow feel a lot better.
Right. It was
switch those picks. Switch those picks, I'd be all fine with it.
Exactly. I thought the same thing.
Merrick got, yeah, but see, there were stories that someone else was trying to get Leatherwood, and we jumped it. And Merrick was just icing on the cake, but that cake takes 3 years to bake.
There was a tackle. It was I think it was
Jenkins?
Jenkins out of Oklahoma State.
Went to the Bears.
I live right over the border of Illinois. I'm in Wisconsin, so I hear all the Bears talk every day. I wanted Jenkins instead of Leatherwood, but it turns out, look at Jenkins had back surgery before the year started, and he never played.
Wait a minute,
So
where in Wisconsin?
Wait, I thought he did play. I thought he ended up actually going from, instead of right tackle, he went over to left tackle for them.
No, he never
Where
played.
in Wisconsin?
You know where Lake Geneva is?
Yeah. I used to live in Illinois for like a year or two. I lived in it was about an hour south of Rockford, and I used to own a karaoke company, and I did a show up in Lake Geneva once.
Yep. I live 10, 15 minutes south of there, just right over the border of Illinois.
Right. Okay, so you know where that truck is stuck up in that tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been there, bro.
Yeah.
When you said that, I was like, is he Lake Geneva? That's the first thing I thought.
Yep. Yep.
It's funny is when I grew up, I'm originally from Geneva, New York, and we lived we have Geneva Lake. Well, Lake, Geneva Lake, we called it. It's actually Seneca Lake. But I'm from upstate New York, grew up there, and then grew up in Ithaca, New York, on Canandaigua Lake. Cayuga Lake. So I mean, it's like, and then I did live in Illinois, Northern Illinois, for a couple of years, and that's funny. I did a karaoke show in Lake Geneva, and I remember driving by going, "What the fuck? Look at that truck in the tree!" Somebody
went the same thing.
A tree, big ass tree, and either they had to take that damn thing apart and put it back together up there, or they had a crane. And there's a big truck in the crotch of a tree that's about 40 feet off the ground.
Yep. My old man, he'll be almost 60 this year, so he's around your guys' age.
Right.
So that's how I grew up a Raiders fan. I'll be 29 in 2 weeks.
Mm.
So, and that interview that you had with Phil Villapiano.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Phil.
That was the greatest thing I've ever watched.
Cool, man. I'm glad. It was fun.
Yeah.
And it was a surprise to me, bro. I had no idea. Jack surprised me. He rigged this thing up. And I should have known. Because I told him, okay, well, we got to talk. And I said, hey, why don't we do one finally on Alzado? And he goes, no, let's do Phil Villapiano. He never overrides me like that on my own show. So I'm thinking, so I told my wife afterwards, like, that was weird. And she goes, what do you think he's up to? I said, I don't know. And then I thought about it. I was like, do you think he's going to line up Phil Villapiano for sure? Nah. But then I forgot. He met him before. He knew him a little bit, and he had connected with him. Jack's going to be lining up other stuff like this for future episodes with other Raiders.
Awesome.
Okay?
Man, I wish I came on 30 minutes earlier. I would have loved just to said hello to that guy. Dude, I came on like right after him. It's like, God, he's one of the greats, one of the greats.
Dude, he is, yes, one of the greats, and he's one of the top greats who are not in the Hall of Fame
ever. He could be a narrator for our Raiders, like him, Charles Woodson. They could be narrators for like this team for forever.
No, Michael, you could save that story, bro. We'll do that another time. After, I don't know, I'm dead. A new bull milking story.
Nope.
Anyway, so no, the thing is, when that happened, I was kind of blown away, even though I thought I had a little suspicion. And then when we did it, he came on, because I was excited because we had Murph on. I love Murph. Like, I call into his show. He's got a great show. And then Phil Villapiano, the way it came on, I'm like, oh shit. Whoa.
If I'm going to be here, you ain't leaving.
Yeah, he shanghaied Murph's ass, and Murph had a date that night,
Oh, he did. I didn't know that.
And so he probably had to text the date and say, like, hey, listen, I just got threatened by Phil Villapiano.
Yeah, I think Phil Villapiano trumps that date.
Yeah. Oh, sure. You know, if you got a PlayStation, you don't need a date anyway. But
exactly,
Phil Villapiano came on and it blew me away. And then I got to talk with him. Phil, well, the thing is, Jack arranges it, but a lot of times players will say, okay, I don't want a bunch of people in here. So it's like, okay, we're going to interview you. And there's no way to interview him. He's just going to tell his stories.
He is.
And he told a story that he'd never told before on our show, which was an exclusive about a guy named Purple Man. Who was friends with Matuzak. And he was bigger than Matuzak and weed. And then he told me he thought I was a pot smoker. I'm not a pot smoker, but, because of my voice. And it was fun. And it was cool as hell. And then we brought other people on after he left because it was like, we want to bring other people in. And that's how it works. Now, no, Jack's working on some other ones. And bless him, man, he's got connections that I just.
Hey, if you guys get any other players from like the 70s, I want to be on that. I came on right after that. It's like, I would have just loved to just salute him and thank him for his time and making me a Raiders fan as a kid. Back then I was like 5 years old.
I promise you, if we can ever get Jim Otto on, you're going to be helping us host the show.
Oh, I will be there. Yes. You've got to bring Casper on. Casper has some good stories about Otto. He's met him a couple times. His dad knew him.
Right.
And I think I said this in chat, but I've never said this to you. So I know the original Jim Otto house up in Yuba City. So it's like one of my family's good friends owns the house next to them. So if that house ever goes up for sale, I'm on it.
Yeah, I've been trying through social media marketing because that's what I can do: digital marketing, social media marketing, telemarketing. It's what I do. I was an old school telemarketer, and I realized, you're a fucking dinosaur if you don't learn this shit. And so I had to learn this stuff. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have been trying it, and I got to improve my skills. I tried to get Justin Alzado on for the Alzado show, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't get a hold of him. He's not big in social media at all. I'm trying to reach out to other people through social media marketing, and I'm not as Captain's connected. And he's trying to get other people on, and I know there's other people we're going to be interviewing like that. And a lot of these guys just want to interview with us, and then afterward, and they're only going to be on for a half hour or an hour. That's how it works, bro. And then we'll be able to bring other people on. But if you ever receive an invite from Captain through email saying you probably want to get on this show, you know what we're doing.
Well, you got my email, OG, so send it to him. And I would love to talk to Mr. Otto. It's like I want to get the autograph and then frame that jersey forever. I as Raider Nation, I only own one jersey, just one.
Well,
and it's the Mr. OG of all the Raiders of the Raiders. It's Jim Otto because he represents like the Shield, like more than any other players ever represented the Shield. And we got a ton of Hall of Famers. And I love them all, and I got stories about a lot of them. But he is the one player that, I look at, and I'm like, as a kid, I was like blown away. That is the man.
Well, see, here's the thing. Unfortunately, Lyle Alzado is no longer with us. He was my favorite Raider.
I know he's your favorite.
Otto was yours. But to me, I got to hang out with him in a bar for a couple hours in his bar. Just me and him in there. And it was
wow.
It was fun. It was fun. And we did a video on it, and Captain had me tell the story about that when we did our Lyle Alzado thing. Here's the thing. Captain, when we do the Chronicles of the Black Hole, me and Captain Jack, we do it on his channel because he can stream it to my channel. Okay? I'm not paying for StreamYard yet. I'm not monetized. I'm still trying to hit 500.
Well, we need to get you monetized, man. We got to get you up there.
Dude, I'm trying to get 500 subscribers at this point. You know what I mean? I'm like 30 some odd subscribers away. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd like to get
please
there.
Do.
Yeah, because I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to put out content, especially on nights when no one else is.
You get a wealth of knowledge from this guy right here, man. Out of all the Raiders, YouTubers out there, I love all the guys that are out there, but OG is my boy. It's like I love hanging out with this guy because we can talk about the stuff and we got a lot of the same opinions. It's like, and it's like the memories. It's like when you said you got to meet Alzado. It's like what I think I told you this. I got to meet Cliff Branch.
Right.
The game when Brett Favre's dad died. And Brett Favre had like 5 touchdowns, and it broke my heart that he threw 5 touchdowns against us. I met Cliff and had a drink with him. So, I mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, thanks, Khalil King. Man, hit this up for OG. Yeah, you know what? If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I mean, realistically, it's really strange. I hear a lot of YouTubers saying that only 30% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed. Mine's more like 67% are subscribers. I'd love to get the other 33. If you like the content, subscribe. I won't email you. I won't call you. No, I probably will and ask you if you talk to you about your auto insurance warranty. Just kidding. But I just, if you like what we're doing, subscribe because we have a lot of fun on this channel. We talk old school, we talk new school, we talk all that stuff. I don't just pigeonhole myself on old school, but when I do old school, that's really my big passion because I love sharing this old stories with the young guys who have their own dynasty coming. I got that feeling, man. I do, Jack.
Oh, I've already mentioned that to you, OG. We got a bunch of young kids that I like. We got some good kids out there.
Our dynasty is about to begin, and it's going to be a royal good long one, according if these guys do what they did in New England. But yeah, Jack, let me ask you a question. I begged you forever to come on my show. Now I see you most of the time. Was I your first live show?
No, it was Captain.
Oh, okay.
So we've been chatting in the chat for a while, and you've been kind of mentioned it. And like one night I I saw Captain on, and you weren't there, but I went on Captain's show and we talked a little bit about you. I love you, brother. And that was my first show. And then you were my second show.
What did I miss?
Probably not a lot, except for talking about old school guys. I think we talked about, because, it's like I haven't been on that many. It's like I've been on a few, but for those shows, it's all about like our 76 Raiders, on offense and how many Hall of Famers, our 83 Raiders, and like how many Hall of Famers on defense. So I think we were talking about like offense, defense, like the best offensive team, if you compare them together, 76 Raiders for offense, 83 Raiders for defense. And that would just be like the juggernaut.
Wow. Yeah, that would be. You know what? There's 3 guys who are not in the Hall of Fame who are Raiders, and we need to fight for this. We need to fight. We need to raise hell, and that is, and make
Jim
sure
Plunkett.
they get in. I want Lester Hayes, I want Phil Villapiano, and I want Jim Plunkett. Those 3
Plunkett
guys
should already be in there.
Yeah, he should. Dude, see Cliff Branch. Okay.
Well,
There
how
are
long
3.
did it?
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
No.
Look how long it took Stabler to get in.
Yeah, they waited till he died.
Exactly.
Same with Cliff Branch.
Yep. It's
That
disgusting.
can't happen. We
It's
cannot
disgusting.
allow this to happen anymore. We need
No.
Plunkett, Lester Hayes, and Phil Villapiano in the fucking Hall of Fame. And we need to scream about this from the mountaintop till we get them all in.
Yep.
We need Tatum in there too.
Yeah, you're right. There's 4. Okay.
No, there's 5, but I'm drawing a mental blank because I'm getting old. Our defensive end on the 83 team on opposite side of Howie, who's the all-time leader, Raider sack leader.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm drawing a mental blank just because I'm getting old. Sorry, nation.
Wow. Somebody in the chat can pull that up and tell us who that is, because I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking
Townsend?
about.
Yes, Greg Townsend. That's it.
Thank you. There's 5 great Raiders who all deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. We need to keep screaming and fighting at the Hall of Fame and petitioning them or whatever we got to do to get these guys in. There's no more this bullshit that they did to Ken Stabler and to Cliff Branch. That's no longer acceptable. We need these guys in.
You look at Jim Kelly and Marino. They're in the Hall of Fame. They didn't win no rings. They never won a ring. Plunkett's got 2.
Hey, wait a minute. Elway, did he win one?
Yeah, he won 2.
He did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Kelly,
Elway's a
Marino,
beast.
yeah, Kelly and Marino.
Quick, Willie Wayne, salute, brother.
I was.
Am I missing something?
Oh, Willie's been on the. I've seen Willie on all
I saw
the
that
channels
salute
too.
the panel, right? Yeah, I saw that. Salute, Willie Wayne. Oh, I was like, damn, we haven't had anybody in the chat for a while. Like it's slowed down. Here we go. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we did that already. Okay, yeah, we already said goodbye. Let's see. OG Jack D. Okay. Hey guys, you want to do it with me?
Yeah,
1,
let's do it.
2, 3.
Raiders.
Hello, James. How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. So, we gotta get the guys in. Those 5 guys. Those 5 guys need to be in.
Yep.
There's also a running back, and don't ask me his name, that needs to be in, who we had, and he's not there. Like,
Are you thinking of Kaufman?
no, it was before, long before. I gotta go look that up again because I was thinking
Van McElroy? Or not Van McElroy. I'm sorry. That's safety.
Okay.
Right.
Clarence Davis should be in the Hall of Fame just because of the catch and the sea of hands.
No. Well, no, there was one running back who's been pretty much forgotten. And I got to go back and look at it. And I saw
Mark
him.
Van Egan?
No.
Yeah.
Charlie Gardner?
It was after Van Egan. But I'll find it. But I'm going to do a show on this guy. And yeah, Raider, we mentioned Greg Townsend. Yeah, that's one of the 5. Him, Plunkett, Lester Hayes, Phil Villapiano, and
I'm thinking more like, guys are like Skip Davis. And, I just said Van McElroy, which I forgot on a different show as safety.
Skip Davis.
He played on a couple Super Bowl teams.
Skip Davis. If you watch his plays, his tape on it, why isn't he in?
I don't know who you're talking about at running back.
No. Okay, Skip Davis is another one, though. I mean, it's like there's a lot of Raiders who belong in the Hall of Fame that aren't there. I think the whole damn 76 team should be in there.
Well, the 76 team has more, Hall of Famers than any other team. And, it's kind of funny. I, watch the kids, like, when Andy used to do Madden and Wi-Fi would do Madden. I'd jump on, like when there was only a few YouTubers out there, I'd watch them play and just, go and jump in the chat. That 76 team is like the number 1 team in the NFL history.
Right. Exactly. No, there's a lot of players who belong in there, and the Hall of Fame has screwed us so many times. They always just disrespect the Raiders, bro. That needs to stop.
I saw something, when we were like, you're talking about Murph, like they did like a show, and I think you were in there, OG, about the all-time team for the Raiders.
Right.
And they put Charles Woodson as a safety. I'm like, really? See Wood as a safety? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, you can go, there's a lot of DBs. So like nowadays you can go 3 or 4 deep on DBs. But I don't see Woodson as I recall him. It's like, I look at his beginning of his career, number 4 draft pick. The guy's so versatile. He could play offense. He could play defense if he wanted to. He run back kicks like Tim Brown did. And I saw him as a shutdown corner. And
Kenny King.
Oh, Kenny King. Oh, yeah. 80s.
Clarence Davis.
What about Kennedy? Kennedy was left off that, all-time Raiders team. I think Lyndon Kennedy should be on there.
Hey, what were we going to say, Ray? What were we going to say, Nagel?
I can't remember right now. I can't remember.
Oh.
So also about
It'll come to me.
fullbacks, we talked about fullbacks on that show. It's like, I remember a guy, I thought he was a beast. It was Frank Hawkins. If you guys remember Frank Hawkins.
Yeah. But, again, you got to be able to say the guy changed the game, right?
Marcel Reese.
Oh, I loved Reese.
Yeah.
Loved Reese.
Wait a minute. He's working for us now, right? No, who is it that's in our front office?
He is.
Yeah, Marcel.
Marcel was a game changer, that's the way I kind of see, passing the torch with Ingold. So we talked about that earlier, but
yeah,
there's realistically, we're being. I'm not getting into that. Look, here's what. Right now, Hall of Fame, great. We could do this. We need to do this. Like, I'd love to have a May when everything's fucking dead. Okay. The draft is over. People are talking. Everything's wrapping up. And May is like NFL talk dead zone. Mm-hmm. I would like to go back and find all the guys that should be in the Hall of Fame and have shows about each one of these guys.
Do it, OG. I love that, man.
Yeah. I think that's what May is going to be about. My May is not going to be dead. My May is going to be about old school shit. And we're going to get I got merch from Lincoln. Real cool guy. Nice.
Willie, come on, bro. Jump up. Willie's a good guy.
Pull up. And there's the link, bro, to do so. We made the link convenient for you.
This is my first jumping in on a live.
Well, thank you for coming on.
You're like the fourth cherry I've popped.
And my cherry's been popped.
No, there's 3 or 4 other guys like, this is my first time on. I'm like, your cherry is popped. Hey, man, it's not bad. It ain't bad. It ain't scary.
No. I watch docs all the time.
Yeah.
I started off watching Mitchell Renz, and he soured on me over time. Look,
I'm never gonna bash a Raider content creator of anybody. No, I'm not gonna bash him. I used to watch Mitchell Renz. I don't anymore, but I'm not gonna bash the guy. He's got more subscribers than probably any other content creator out.
Well, because of chat sports
stuff.
Mitch is like the original OG of doing Raider content. So he's great if you just want to hear facts. But the show has gotten so big that he doesn't answer any questions. He doesn't talk to the fans. There's just too many people.
Well, see,
and I branched off to every other Raider YouTuber off of that show.
I was following him. He would answer questions and stuff. As a matter of fact, he asked Mr. Plantar Fasciitis about his plantar fasciitis because I put the question in. He said, "Oh, we got OG Daniels asking about this," and
well, he recognized you, OG, so he knows from all the other Raider YouTuber content creators, you're one of those guys. So
I wasn't a content creator at the time. I wasn't.
I used to get my questions answered a lot of times when I was on, would ask a question.
Back when he had like 10 or 15,000 subscribers. He's got 100,000 subscribers or whatever he's got now. His show, I used to follow the show, but then I started going, okay, who are the guys who were interacting with people? And started following them, like Docs.
Yep.
And Andy, before he started, I was like, this kid's bright. I told Docs that. And the kid started his own channel. Look at him now, man.
Dude, Andy is funny as hell. It's like, if you guys, I call him my bro because Andy would say bro after every other word. Bro. And if you guys ever saw the laundry basket episode since when he first started. It's like he tried to put his camera on a laundry basket and it fell over.
Right. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Andy honored me with something. Last year, when we played the Chargers in the final game, Docs was at the game. Andy usually does the simulcast with Docs, right? He asked me to take his place for the game, and I was so friggin' honored. Okay, I was honored because this kid is so smart. This kid knows stuff. He knows schemes. He knows players. He knows plays. He knows like all the breakdown statistics. Okay. Now he looks like my little Amish mugger, but
he does with that beard.
Yeah. But he during the game got kind of like scary, but then everything worked out. But I was honored that he actually asked me to step in and take over what Docs does, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll do it." Of course I'll do it, and I've always supported the kid. I love him. I watched his graduation video. Okay, I feel like I'm probably old enough to be his grandfather, but it was fun as hell. We had fun, and it got intense, and then it went back to fun. But no, Doc's talked me into doing this. He said, you should be content creating. You should be talking about the old school stuff. You blah, 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 blah.
That's awesome.
And I went, what the hell? If I can get up in front of a bunch of people and sing, I can do this. And I did my first show with, I called Captain Jack, because I had his number because we were friends from his show. And I called him and talked to him about this idea of the Chronicles of the Black Hole, which, okay, Doc's gave me my original name, OG Daniel. Okay. His wife, he said to me on the phone, my wife's got a good name for your show. What do you think about Chronicles of the Black Hole? And I went, and my wife went, oh shit, that's a cool name. So his wife named my channel. I mean, you get linked up with these people that you've never personally shook their hands, but you see them face to face on the camera and you feel like these are family, these are friends, these are, this is the way these people are friends and family. Everybody supports each other, And I watched Andy grow his channel, and he was only 18 years old, dude.
Andy started off just doing Madden.
Yeah, but right when he was 17 and all that, he started getting on Doc's channel. Doc's talked to him. Doc's talked me into it. Okay, I'll do old school stuff. Once every 2 weeks, I can do a show with Jack. And then Doc's told me, you need to stop pigeonholing yourself into just old school stuff. Because I had less than 100 subscribers. Not lying. And I said, okay. So I started doing more stuff and more newer stuff and things like what we're doing. And it's been growing. And every day I'm finding new subscribers or people that are in the chat that I've never talked to before.
That's awesome.
It's nice to interact with people. If you want to hear about the old school stuff, shit, I'm all here, man. And so is and I got my Jack jumping on with me, which Jack, I want to discuss something with you after this show.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you right now, Raider Joe is going to be gone for a little bit. He's got some stuff going on. I want you to be the other pendejo.
I'll jump on. Just let me know the time.
Well,
I don't want my own channel. I love watching all you guys. I'm a fan. I don't want a show. I just want to participate. And what I love about this, it reminds me of the old Oakland tailgates.
Right.
Raider fans talking about Raider stuff. It's like the escape. It's like it's fun.
Well,
it's like you can't be there, I can't be there in Oakland anymore. Oakland, it's no longer it's Las Vegas. So, and I don't want to pay $1,000 a ticket, but I love chatting with my Raider, brothers and sisters, and so that's why I always salute everyone that I know in the chat.
Thanks, Libby Chef. So let me ask you a question. What's your schedule Monday nights?
I get off at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time.
It's my time. Okay, well, we don't do it till 8 something, 8:30.
Your time?
Yeah, 8:30 my time.
So that's 5:30 my time, so I can be there.
You want to be my other pendejo?
I'll jump in.
No. Host the show. Those pendejos.
Oh, host? No, I don't want to host, dude. I just want to be like a sidekick, dude.
No, me and you get in. We talk about stuff, and then we bring other people in.
Yeah, I'm all about jumping in.
All right, you are on IG, right?
No. Oh, Instagram?
You on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook.
Okay, what is it?
Well, I'm not going to put it here. You got my email, right? Because we talked on email before.
We did?
So.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to go look in my search.
We'll do it after the show. Do a private chat.
Okay, yeah, because you and I need to talk. I want you to be the other pendejo for Dos Pendejos for a while.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Okay, and Joe said he'll pop on when he can, but otherwise he's going to be doing pop-up things when he can because he got a lot of stuff going on. Love my little brother. Well, actually, he's old enough to be my grandson. But and okay, so you and I would like you to help me host that show.
Okay, I'll jump in. I'm there.
Okay, bro. Cool. And then, yeah. Oh, yeah. I do remember now the email. Okay. Never mind. Gotcha. So, yeah, we so let me ask you, your first live, Nail.
What's up?
It's not hard, right?
No. I mean, I got some liquid courage right now, but hey, it's okay.
I never have liquid courage.
Yeah, me either.
Rum. It's not just for breakfast anymore.
I wanted.
Ooh. Really want to learn a lot about college players from Graphic and Andy. Yeah, I mean, Andy and Graphic are a big part of why I'm here. Andy inspired me, and Graphic freaking said, "Man, you need." He just called my ass out. You need to get your ass on and get your own damn show, OG.
Well, I will admit I've been lazy this year. Like I've done usually like through the PFF, like 1,000 mock drafts, to learn about the players and read about them, like who's going to follow us. This year, I haven't even done it because, we got so many good Raider content creators. I mean, we are blessed. We are absolutely blessed with all the gentlemen and some of the ladies that are great content creators. I haven't even looked at it because you know what? I'm listening to all the different shows and I get the feedback from the people that are on the shows and then the people that are in the chat that I salute to that have great takes. So it's like, I will admit I've been a little lazy this year, like not doing my own research.
Well, Raiders content creators are like Raider Nation, the biggest fucking
They
nation.
are Raider Nation.
They are the biggest nation in the world. And if you look at every other team's content creators, not nearly as many as Raiders. So everybody gets Raiders 365 a year, baby. That's what a fan base is about.
Absolutely. I remember like when I had season tickets and I was sitting right next to, you guys remember Darth Vader?
Hey, Sinister, congratulations, bro. Yeah, Darth Vader, yeah.
I sat next to him for 2 years.
That's cool. That's cool. We had Violator on our show once.
Oh yeah.
And
Hall of Fame.
Yep. And we had Violator on the show with Captain Jack and me, and we had a blast. We had a lot of fun. As a matter of fact, the last book you read, this one, The Walk by Wayne Mabry, Violator. Love that guy. He is a class act. Very, very spiritual person. Very, very godlike. God-fearing man, just a good person. Hey, man. By the way, Sinister, congratulations. And if it's a rotten, nasty kid, name it after me. No, I'm just kidding. Peggy over at Caps really knows Raiders football. Yeah, Peggy. There's also Peggy and they call her Kevlar prom dress. Heidi.
Kevlar bomb dress.
Yeah, Heidi. She knows her stuff too. Okay.
Yeah, they do.
Like these women know their stuff. The captain's got two of the best female Raider fan content creators. Matter of fact, Heidi is a podcast too. Like these are women that know their shit. They're Raiders fans. There are Raiders content creators who put together videos. Raider at 408 is one. She puts
Raider
together
Queen.
the Queen, Jackie the Raiderette.
Jackie the Raiderette. She was like one of the OGs that I remember for like girls.
Right, but if you want to see some kick, you want to see a hype video that'll get you freaking riled up and ready for the season, go to Raiderette 408. She puts out hype videos. Her shit is artistic, man. Like fire. But hey, we've been running for 2 hours, guys, a little over 2 hours. And loved having you guys on here. What I'd like to do is, Jack, I'm going to end the broadcast, but I want you to stay on, and then you and I can jump into the studio and have that talk. Raider Nagel, thank you for coming on for your first time. Don't let it be your last. Come on again, man. Come on and visit us.
Hey, Nagel, salute, brother.
Yeah, salute, brother.
Hey,
glad you're here, bro.
Yeah, glad you came on, man. It's not so scary.
No.
Yeah. And you get to hang out with a couple old fuckers like us. So
hey, I'm an old soul. Don't let it fool you.
There you go. Well, listen, guys. If you're in, thank you to everybody in the chat. I tried to get to everybody. I hope I did a good job. Love your input on everything. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for coming by. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Here's what I'd love you to do. When this is over, go in and go back to the show and make a comment. Because that means for the rest of the next few days before I do another one, I get to interact with you. I'm in South Carolina. I got no Raiders fans here, bro. I love talking Raiders, and I'd love to be able to do it every day, and I love responding to your message. So
and please, as a fan of OG show, he does respond to your comments, so do it.
Yeah, I respond, man. I love talking Raiders, and I'll do it when I'm working. I don't give a shit. Anyways, so Raider Nagel, thank you for coming in. I hope it's not your last time jumping on the phone, bro.
It definitely won't be. I got a lot to say, and I was just listening.
No, yeah, but I come in and talk to us. We love this. I love this. I don't want to hear my own fucking voice. I hear it all day. No, serious. I have a telemarketing gig and a social media marketing gig going on. The telemarketing gig, I listen to myself for 4 fucking hours saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. When I get on these, I want people to jump in right away. I'll post that shit up like, come on in, let's talk.
I should have jumped in earlier.
I don't want to hear me. I don't want to hear me. I want to hear you.
I should have jumped in earlier.
Right. And you jump in, man. Next time I have one, jump in again, bro. I'll post it up quick and come on in. And I'm glad to, hey, good to meet you. Finally.
It's good to meet you too. Hey, Lake Geneva, brother.
Lake Geneva, bro. You have a good night, sir.
You as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Salute, Nagel.
So that's us. We're out. I'm gonna.
Are we out of the live, or are we like?
No, we're still live. So I'm gonna end the broadcast. Stay here, and I'll see if I can pull us into the studio. Okay.
Sweet.
And if I can't, then I'm gonna just email you tomorrow.
All right, cool. You still got my email, so I mean, I hopefully I tried to look you up like this to say hello.
I don't get rid of emails. I got 7,000 emails. I don't get rid of them.
Yeah, I'm same here, bro. But right. I know you love this. That's my brother. Right there, that little patch.
What's that say?
Oh, it's my company to support you as a military guy, USAA.
Oh, yeah. We get our car insurance there, man. Me and my wife have full coverage for $75 a month.
I'm your agent.
Really?
Yeah, I've been working there for I've been a member for 22 years and been working there for 19 years.
Yeah, me and my wife are. We get everything, and when we go buy our sailboat, we're getting our insurance through USAA. Man, there's nothing cheaper. Nobody can
There you
compete.
go, bro.
Everybody's twice as much. So, all right, I'm going to cut this. Stay on, and let me see if I can pull us back into chat. And if it doesn't work, I'll email you tomorrow.
Sounds good to me, bro.
Good night, Raiders fan. Love you guys.
Salute Nation.
Oh, you live in Greenville. That's not far from me, man. I'm in Pelion, which is about 35 miles southwest of Columbia. Later, guys. Okay.